words are as American as apple pie, baseball.
Put some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
Toll road here, and I am in Fort Worth, Texas, and this is the John Wayne Experience. I think we need to go in, but before we do, you need to buckle up, pilgrims, because you're about to take a ride on the toll road.
Son, since you haven't learned to respect your elders, it's time you learn to respect your betters.
Marion Robert Morrison, or you probably know him better as John Wayne, and some of me and his other good buddies called him the Duke, was born May 26, 1907 in Winterset, Iowa. John Wayne would go on to become one of Hollywood's greatest stars of all time, starring in an incredible 142 motion pictures. That's a lot of movies, Pilgrim. Wayne would be a top box office draw for decades, whether it be in his familiar cowboy roles, in the military, Genghis Khan, or even an Irishman with a mean right hook.
The men are beat. They've had a pretty tough day. I think in all
I'll
fairness.
do the thinking. Keep him going.
At 6'4.5" tall and pretty sturdy, Wayne was a football star for Glendale High School, and he parlayed that to get a scholarship to the University of Southern California, where he'd play for Howard Jones. Unfortunately, Wayne also liked doing stuff like body surfing. Well, he broke his collarbone there, and they yanked his scholarship right away from him. John had no other choice but become the greatest movie star of all time.
Even sugar like a kid. Well, they whip kids to teach them better. They what? Laredo, Keeler, tie him to that wagon.
Cool is all the letters he got from other celebrities: Katharine Hepburn, Joan Crawford, Paul McCartney, Kirk Douglas, and there's his address. Joe Lewis, boxer Joe Lewis, Andy Devine, and Elizabeth Taylor and Eddie Fisher. And Kirk Douglas liked to shoot us. They said a terrific USOB. One of your best films in a while. Of course, some of the things I would have done differently. Joke. Yeah, some comedians too. Jerry Lewis and Carol Burnett was trying to get some free eggs Benedict out of them. Faxgram, I wonder if they're still in business. Oh look, got a letter from Red Skelton too.
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
Look at this lineup here. Clint, John, Jimmy. From the big trail to the true grit.
You want that gun, pick it up. I wish you would.
And this museum has quite the collection of props from a bunch of different John Wayne movies, including the bone knife. And this is the hat that he wore in The Quiet Man. And here is his captain hat, which he also wore in the movie Blood Out. They also have some of his most famous scripts. They've got the script from True Grit, the movie he won an Oscar for, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, The Alamo, one of his most famous roles, and of course The Shootist, which was his final acting role.
If I teach you one way, I'll teach you another. But I'm gonna get the job done.
This is the helmet that he likely wore during the filming of the 1949 film, The Sounds of Iwo Jima.
Libby, if you get crossways of me, and you'll think 1,000 of brick have fell on you.
John Wayne won his first and only Oscar for playing Rooster Cogburn in the 1969 film True Grit. How cool is this? The Oscar that John Wayne won.
The love of decency does not abide. Evil was moving talking for you. Goodbye, however. I hope that Neil son of a bastard makes you happy this time.
Okay, this is pretty dang impressive right here. This is a list of every movie he was in. Shows the year they came out, and it gives his role in it. And man, look at this, just scrolling on and on. I imagine his IMDb page, man, that probably uses half the bandwidth of that whole page right there. Going all the way through, and we'll check out, I mentioned it once before, his final movie, which had Ronnie Howard in it too. The Shootist. Died not too long after that movie was made.
Guard, give me a rifle. What is this? You can't learn the easy way, you'll learn the hard way. I'd make a thrust.
What, without a scabbard?
You heard me.
You mean this way? Yeah, like this.
You get the idea? Corman!
Or you want to talk about cool. This is a collection of all the different, well, not all the different, he was in 140, 150, 160 movies, but a lot of the different costumes he wore in different movies. Now, how many of you out there can tell me which movie all these are from? Or how many can you get? That's a lot of them. Here's the custom Stetson cowboy hat he had made for his role in the movie Hondo.
All right, Buster, what do you do?
Now here's John Wayne's custom station wagon, which he had customized by Barris Custom. That's right, same people that did the Batmobile. The only real custom modification he made on this, you see how the windows are raised in the roof? He didn't want to stoop when he went in. Like I said before, he's 6'4.5". He wanted to slide right in. Besides that, hey, he was a down-to-earth guy. Now, you'll see this saddle has the inscription J.B. Brooks. Okay, this is from the Bar 26 Ranch. That is his own ranch there. Well, J.B. Brooks was his final role, final character he played in the movie The Shootist.
Nobody. And nobody run in here either, huh? Chance? I'm not gonna hurt him. Get up.
And this is one of my favorite parts here, besides, the actual movie props. Whoever did the work on this stained glass is a freaking genius. This is awesome.
You hurt? No.
That's for risking my grandson's life. You do that again and I'll break every bone in your body.
All right, some more incredible artifacts here. Letters by presidents. Ready for this? Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, and you know this one couldn't be left out, fellow actor Ronald Reagan.
My feelings.
The hell there ain't.
All right, I've heard of a man of many hats before. John took it to the next level. Pick out your favorite one of the John Wayne hats.
Now you understand. Anything goes wrong, anything at all. Your fault, my fault, nobody's fault. It don't matter. I'm gonna blow your head off. It's as simple as that.
Talking to me, Pilgrim? That's going to do it for the toll road here at the John Wayne Museum in Fort Worth, Texas. And, Pilgrim, do you know where the toll road will lead to next?
Well, here's my word. Get the hell off my spread. Now.